Alright, I'm making this video because I don't think the RCBS Matchmaster gets a fair shake on any of the comparison videos on the internet. I feel like most people that are comparing it just bought it, pulled it out of the box, and don't have any customized settings for it. I am by no means a master of this. I stole this particular program from somebody else off the internet, but it seems to work pretty well with the most of the loads I use, which is typically 4350 up to H1000. And in this test, we're going to be using 4831SC at 50 grains because that's pretty typical of a standard load I would throw. Comparing it's going to be against the Autotrickler V4 with no modifications, just calibrated twice and set to a custom speed of 8 for the large tube, and the small tube is 1.7 and 1.7. So we're just going to run these 5 times against each other and see how they do. Overthrow by 0.2 of a grain on the Autotrickler, and the exact same thing on the Matchmaster, a couple seconds slower. Run 2, the Autotrickler's already done, and it's 0.2 of a grain over. And I have the Autotrickler set for, 0.02 of a grain, not 0.2. The exact same thing. The Autotrickler, or the Matchmaster, was a little bit slower again. Run 3. On the money, waiting on the Matchmaster. And it's done, about 5 seconds slower on that one. Alright, let's see what run 4 does. Autotrickler's done. Waiting on the Matchmaster. That looked, it was about a 10-second run on the Autotrickler. And about 15-ish. And this one's a little bit low. Alright, run 5. Autotrickler's done on the money. And the Autotrickler, it seems like the more I use it, the better it gets. The Matchmaster, it keeps about the same level of precision throughout. So this has been pretty typical for the videos I've seen, or for the results that I've gotten. The Matchmaster is typically a little bit slower, but pretty close in accuracy. And each of them throw in between 8 and 18 seconds. I know that's a pretty wide gap, but I'd say 12 seconds is about the average for both of these systems. And again, I haven't optimized them completely, but the Matchmaster does a pretty damn good job. One of the things I do want to show is also the accuracy of the scale. So 49.98 is what the Matchmaster's reading. I'm going to carefully put this in the same cup and see what the A&D scale says. All right, 50.02. 50.0, so it's reading a difference of 0.02. All right, let's try it again. I'm just going to let this one run one more time. We'll see what it throws and what it reads on the A&D scale. All right, it's done. 49.98 is what it says here. On the A&D, it reads 50 dead even. That's what I've seen over and over when I test. It's typically about 200s off. Sometimes it's dead on, but it's typically about 200ths off. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments.